Your self-talk is more than just this inner dialogue. It's more than this voice inside your head. It is actually a silent conversation with the universe. Every word we speak, every whisper, it has a vibrational frequency behind it. And what we're saying to ourselves is what we're creating. Oftentimes, it's completely unconscious. It's a subconscious reel playing in the background that we don't even realize is running half the time. So today, I'm sharing with my top 5 tips on how to shift your self-talk so that it aligns with what it is you truly desire. Tip number 1 is self-awareness. It sounds like an easy thing, but actually half the time, we are not aware of what we're saying to ourselves. It's completely unconscious. We can't always hear it, but we can certainly always feel it. So pay attention to how you're feeling throughout the day. You might even want to set a little timer on your phone and just have it say, how am I feeling right now? And what am I telling myself to make me feel this way? Because we don't feel based on the experiences and the things happening around us. We actually feel based on what we're telling ourselves about it. So it's really powerful. What we're telling ourselves about it, that's dictating how we feel. Once you become aware of what you're telling yourself, then it becomes a lot easier to shift it. Is it self-judgment or self-love? For me, for many years, it's self-judgment. I'm judging myself. I'm not a good enough mother, or I could have done that better. Always all of these comments that are judging myself. But if you just spend a few minutes every day consciously redirecting those thoughts towards self-love, you will be amazed at the shift. So step number 1 is becoming aware. Step number 2 is a pattern interrupt. So this subconscious reel, which is our self-talk, has been running and looping in the background like a record for years and years and years. And as a result of that, it's created all these neural pathways where one thought leads to this, and this leads to me doubting myself, and then this leads to me judging myself, and then this leads to unworthiness or fear or whatever. And it can be this spiral that happens really quick, sometimes instantaneously. We go from feeling good to feeling like total shit. But we can interrupt these neural pathways. We can interrupt our self-talk, and we can begin to rewire it with a new thought. So one of the best ways to do that is to find what type of learner you are. Do you learn best with auditorial? Are you a visual learner? Are you a kinesthetic one that learns from movement? For me, it's a combination of visual and kinesthetic. So once you discover that, then you can create a pattern interrupt that aligns with that. So for instance, for me, if I suddenly am just like feeling terrible, I'm feeling overwhelmed and just like scattered and unfocused, and there's too many things to do, I catch myself saying to myself, I'm a busy mom. I don't have time to take care of myself. The more I say that, the more the world's going to reflect it back to me. The more my subconscious is going to begin filtering out information that aligns with that. So I literally visualize a stop sign. Stop. I say it out loud. And then I do something kinesthetic. I do something physical to kind of shift the energy out of me. I'm into Qigong, I'm into energy practices, so I like to do a little shaking, or I'll do some full body crossovers and take some deep breaths, or I'll just like jump up and down or get on my treadmill. Any kind of movement really helps to shift things for me. Some people will just say something funny, which leads me to tip number 3. Turn that voice into something silly. You can really disempower this voice inside of your head by imagining it as a silly cartoon, or somebody's voice that makes you laugh, or somebody that you don't really take serious. So instead of it being your voice you hear inside your head, you're hearing some other comical voice that's saying, oh, you could never do that, or whatever it might be, but it really shifts the energy. I know it kind of sounds silly and ridiculous, but it's a really powerful practice. Tip number 4, ask, where did this voice come from? Where did this program come from? It's literally just a program from our childhood, right? We weren't born as babies and said, oh, I'm not good enough to cry when I need milk or get what I need in life. No, we were like, life's abundant. There's all the milk we need. There's all the whatever we need in our life. And anytime we need something, we're going to cry because we know we are worthy and we deserve it. And somewhere along the way, we've picked up either things our parents were saying to us or that they thought about themselves, and we absorbed it and took it on ourselves. Or it could be society or our teachers or our friends. Once you've identified and become aware of the things you're telling yourself, I never have time. I don't have time to take care of myself, which is the same as saying, I'm not important, I'm not enough, I'm not putting myself and my priority of me ahead of all these other things that I need to do. Who in my life when I was younger didn't think that they were important? You know, look back into your mother's patterns and your father's patterns. Did they take care of themselves? What did they do in their life? And as soon as you start realizing that voice in your head is not yours, it really disempowers it. It helps you to put some space between you and the voice. And tip number 5 is to reframe the voice 1%. So I'm going to give you an example of this. When I hear the voice inside my head start saying, I don't have time to take care of myself, which makes me feel really stressed out and overwhelmed and unhappy, instead of going, I have all the time in the world I need to do whatever I need to do, I'm going to instantly call bullshit on that and resist it, because I am a busy mom and I am a career woman and I do have all of these things that I'm doing and I am there for my children 100%. So instead of me going full swing the other direction and instantly creating resistance, inside my body, what's something 1% lighter that I can say that I actually believe that will make me feel better right now? Well, it's a possibility I could find time for myself. I believe that. It's possible that in the mornings, maybe I could carve out 10 minutes before I go to do all these things for the kids. I have met some people in my life that are mothers and career women, and they have found time to exercise and take care of themselves. So if it's possible for them, it must be possible for me. You see how I just went from I never have time for me to, oh, well, it's possible that I could. This is signaling my subconscious, which is going to start forming the plan, solving the problems while I'm asleep, while I'm in the shower, and I'm not even thinking about it. And the next day, sometimes the next week, sometimes just an hour later, it pops into my head and I'm like, oh yeah, I could make time, I could do this. And it starts problem solving and bringing these things into your life. So this is a super practical thing that you can do in your life. Step 1, become aware of the voice. What is it I'm telling myself? How do I feel right now? And what am I telling myself to make me feel that way? Step number 2, pattern interrupt. Whether it's visual, auditorial, kinesthetic, you've got to figure that out for you. Test out some things, play around with it and see what works. Step number 3, turn that voice into a silly voice. Make it something comical. Make it something that makes you laugh and not take it so serious. Step number 4, ask, where did this voice come from? I was not born into this world thinking I'm not enough. I was born into this world as a happy, abundant baby that cried for whatever the heck I needed. So whose voice is this? That'll help you separate from it. And tip number 5, reframe that voice 1% lighter into something that you actually believe that you can get on board with. And every day you can shift it 1% to align closer and closer to what it is you desire. I'm Sarah Stone Love, and if you enjoyed this video, if these practical tips help you to shift your self-talk, please let me know, leave me a comment, and join me every week. I'll be sharing more content on how to manifest your dreams. Because you know what? We are absolutely worth it.